Welcome to SAP Business Technology Platform environments. Different environments for different needs. This means SAP BTP offers specialized platforms tailored for specific development tasks, such as building applications or automating processes. For example, a company uses the Cloud Foundry environment to develop a custom microservice for its online store. This ensures you always select the right tools for your project's success. Think of them as different workspaces. This means each environment is a separate area tailored for specific tasks, like development or testing, without interfering with each other. For example, developers build new features in one workspace while analysts run reports in another. This separation keeps everything organized and running smoothly. Each has special tools and capabilities. This means every environment is designed with unique resources for specific tasks. For example, the Cloud Foundry environment offers tools for developers to build microservices, while the ABAP environment provides tools for extending SAP applications. This specialization allows you to select the right environment for your project needs. We'll help you choose the right one. This means we guide you in selecting the best environment for your specific project needs. For example, if you are building a mobile app, we might recommend the Cloud Foundry environment for its flexibility. Making the correct choice ensures your solution is efficient and scalable from the start. Welcome to Cloud Foundry, your application home. Perfect for web applications and microservices. This means Cloud Foundry is designed to efficiently host and scale modular software components. For example, an e-commerce site can run its payment processing as a separate microservice here. This approach ensures reliable performance and easy updates for your critical business applications. Uses simple commands to deploy apps. This means you can upload and run your applications using straightforward terminal commands like cf-push. For instance, to launch a new web service, you'd simply type cf-push myapp in your command line. It streamlines getting your software live and operational in the cloud efficiently. Automatically manages scaling and updates. This means the platform handles traffic spikes and security patches without your intervention. For example, during a holiday sale, your e-commerce app scales to handle more shoppers and stays updated with security patches. This ensures your application remains robust and secure without manual effort. Great for developers who want simplicity. This means Cloud Foundry handles infrastructure management automatically, so you can focus purely on coding applications. For instance, deploying a web app requires just one command instead of manual server configuration. This streamlined approach lets developers deliver faster with less complexity. Meet Kyma, your container specialist. Built for container-based applications. This means Kyma provides a ready-to-use environment specifically designed to run software packaged in containers, making deployment and scaling seamless. For example, you could deploy a microservice that processes customer orders without managing the underlying infrastructure. Kyma handles the technical details so you can focus on building your application. It uses Docker containers and Kubernetes. This means it packages your software into portable, standardized units and automatically manages their deployment and scaling. For example, you can run a microservice for customer registration in its own container, and Kyma will handle its availability. This provides a robust, cloud-native foundation for your extensions. Ideal for complex, modern applications. This means Kyma excels at running sophisticated, cloud-native software built using containers and microservices. For example, a global e-commerce platform can use Kyma to independently manage its payment processing, inventory, and recommendation services. This capability ensures your most demanding applications are scalable, resilient, and agile. Gives you maximum control and flexibility. This means you can customize every component and integration exactly how your business needs. For instance, you could deploy a custom Python microservice that connects to both SAP and non-SAP systems seamlessly. This empowers you to build unique solutions without limitations. Cloud Foundry versus Kyma, a quick comparison. Cloud Foundry, simple deployment, less setup. This means you can get your applications running quickly with minimal configuration. For example, deploying a web app is often just a single command, like cf push. This simplicity allows developers to focus on writing code rather than managing infrastructure. Kyma, more control, uses containers. This means you manage applications packaged with all their dependencies, offering greater flexibility over the runtime environment. For instance, you could run a custom legacy application that requires a specific software version not available in standard build packs. This container-based approach truly empowers developers with granular control. Both run your applications securely. This means both platforms provide built-in security features that protect your apps from unauthorized access and threats. For example, if you run a customer portal, both ensure data like user profiles is encrypted and access is controlled. So, you can confidently deploy knowing your applications are safeguarded. Choose based on your technical needs. This means your choice depends on your project's specific requirements. For instance, if your team prefers Kubernetes for container management, Kyma is ideal. If you need a simpler platform as a service, Cloud Foundry fits better. Always align the environment with your team's skills and application goals. Understanding sub-accounts, your main workspace in SAP BTP. Sub-account is equal to your main project area. Think of it as your dedicated digital space to develop and run SAP solutions. For example, a retail company might use one sub-account for their e-commerce app and another for inventory management. This structure keeps your projects organized and isolated. Contains all your environments and services. This means your sub-account holds everything you use on SAP BTP, like development tools and databases, in one organized space. For instance, a company might manage its app building and testing tools within a single sub-account. It's the central hub for all your cloud projects. You can have multiple sub-accounts. This means your organization can create separate workspaces for different purposes, like development and production. For instance, a company might use one sub-account for testing a new application and another for running the live, customer-facing version. This structure helps keep your environments organized and isolated. Each sub-account is separate and secure. This means resources and data in one sub-account are isolated and cannot be accessed from another, ensuring protection. For example, a company's development and production environments can be kept in different sub-accounts. This separation is fundamental to maintaining security and organization in your cloud landscape. Spaces organize and manage applications within environments. Spaces is equal to folders inside your environments. Think of spaces as subdirectories that help you neatly group related applications and services within a larger environment. For instance, you could have separate spaces for development and testing projects under your main dev environment. This organization keeps your work orderly and manageable. Group related applications together. This means placing apps that share a purpose or data in the same logical container. For instance, all applications for the human resources department, like employee onboarding and payroll, can reside in one space. This simplifies management and keeps your development work organized and secure. Help keep development and testing separate. This means using different spaces to prevent untested code from interfering with ongoing work. For example, developers build new features in a development space, while testers validate them in a separate testing space. This organization ensures stability and prevents disruptions during the development lifecycle. Easy to manage permissions and access. This means you can control who can see or change resources within a space with simple settings. For example, you can grant your developers full access while giving testers read-only rights. This centralized control makes security administration straightforward and efficient. When to choose Cloud Foundry for your enterprise applications. Building standard web applications. This means creating typical web-based software with standard programming languages and frameworks, like Java or Node.js. For example, developing a customer portal where users log in to access services. Cloud Foundry offers a straightforward environment for such common web development projects. Want quick and easy deployment. This means minimal setup is needed to launch applications. For example, a retail company could deploy a seasonal promotion app in hours rather than weeks. Cloud Foundry handles infrastructure so you focus on building solutions. This speed accelerates your business innovation directly. Using SAP's pre-built services. This means leveraging SAP's ready-to-use capabilities like authentication or workflow tools instead of building them from scratch. For instance, use the SAP HANA service for instant database setup rather than coding your own. This approach saves significant time and ensures reliability. Team prefers simple development workflow. This means developers can code locally then deploy using straightforward CLI commands, avoiding complex infrastructure management. For example, a team building a customer portal can develop features on their laptops and deploy directly to BTE with a single command. This streamlined process accelerates development cycles and reduces operational overhead. When to choose SAP BTP Kyma Runtime. The bullet is working with Docker containers. This means you can package your application and its dependencies into a portable container. For example, you can containerize a Node.js app with its specific library versions. This ensures your software runs reliably across different environments, making Kyma ideal for such deployments. Need advanced customization options. This means you can deeply tailor the solution beyond standard tools. For instance, you could build a custom connector to a unique, proprietary logistics system. This level of control is essential for addressing highly specific business requirements that standard services cannot meet. Building complex microservices. This means you need to create many small, independent services that work together to form a larger application, requiring advanced orchestration and custom logic. For instance, an e-commerce application might have separate microservices for user authentication, product catalog, and payment processing, all communicating with each other. Kyma provides the powerful, flexible environment necessary to successfully manage such intricate architectures. The bullet states, team is comfortable with Kubernetes. This means your developers already have hands-on experience managing containerized applications and using kubectl commands. For example, a team that has built microservices on Amazon EKS can immediately apply those skills to deploy and operate applications on Kyma. Leveraging this existing expertise accelerates your project timeline and reduces the learning curve significantly. Accessing environments in the Business Technology Platform cockpit. Log in to BTP cockpit. This means you enter your credentials to access the central web-based administration interface for SAP BTP. For instance, a developer logs in to manage their cloud applications and services in one place. This initial step is essential for performing any administrative or development tasks. Select your sub-account. This means choosing the specific project workspace where your applications and services are configured. For example, if you are managing a development project, you would click on its dedicated sub-account name in the cockpit. This action directs you to the correct environment to manage your resources. Click on Cloud Foundry or Kyma. This action takes you to the environment where your applications run, like choosing a workspace for development. For instance, if deploying a microservices app, you'd select Kyma for its Kubernetes capabilities. This simple step directs you to the right tools to manage your solutions effectively. View your spaces and applications. This means you can see all your project areas and the software running in them. For example, if you have a space for HR apps, you can check which ones are deployed and active. This central view helps you manage everything efficiently. Environment security, ensuring proper isolation. Each environment is isolated. This means development, testing, and production run in completely separate, secure spaces. For example, a developer can experiment in the development environment without any risk of affecting the live production application used by customers. This strict separation is fundamental for maintaining stability and security across your entire project lifecycle. Different teams can work safely. This means each team uses its own secure space, so their work and data don't interfere or risk exposure to others. For instance, development and production teams can each have their own isolated environment. This separation ensures that activities in one area do not accidentally impact another, maintaining overall project integrity and security. Development and production stay separate. This means you maintain distinct environments for creating and testing new features versus running your live business operations. For instance, developers build and test a new reporting tool in a development environment before it ever reaches the live system used by employees. This strict separation is fundamental for maintaining system stability and security. Your data and apps are protected. This means your information and applications are secured from unauthorized access or interference. For example, in a shared system, your company's financial data is completely isolated from other organizations, ensuring confidentiality. This security measure maintains your operational integrity and trust. Let's practice choosing your environment. Scenario 1. Simple Web App Cloud Foundry. This means when you need to build a lightweight web application, choose the Cloud Foundry environment. For example, creating a company event registration page that collects attendee details. It's ideal for straightforward applications where you want quick deployment and scalability. Scenario 2. Container-based app Kyma. This means running your application in isolated, portable units called containers, managed by SAP Kyma. For example, a retail company uses it to host a microservice that processes real-time inventory updates from multiple stores. This approach ensures your app scales reliably and integrates smoothly with other services. Scenario 3. SAP Extension Cloud Foundry. This means customizing an existing SAP system by adding new cloud-based features. For example, a company extends its SAP S/4HANA to include a custom mobile approval app. This approach keeps your core system stable while safely adding innovation in the cloud. Scenario 4. Custom Microservices Kyma. This means you build and run your own small, independent applications using SAP BTP Kyma. For example, a retail company could create a microservice to handle real-time inventory updates across warehouse. This approach gives you full control over your application's logic and scaling. Key takeaways. Cloud Foundry is equal to simple application deployment. It lets developers push code without managing infrastructure. For instance, deploying a Node.js app is just one CF push command. This simplicity accelerates turning ideas into live applications rapidly. Kyma equals advanced container management. This means it handles complex container-based applications with powerful orchestration and scaling tools. For example, an online retailer uses Kyma to automatically deploy extra payment processing containers during holiday sales surges. This capability ensures robust, scalable solutions for demanding business scenarios. Sub-accounts organize your projects. This means you can separate different development or testing environments within your BTP global account for better management. For instance, you might have one sub-account for developing a new sales app and another for testing it, keeping everything isolated and orderly. This structure is fundamental for maintaining a clean and efficient project workflow. Spaces organize within environments. This means environments are large work areas, and spaces are smaller, dedicated sections inside them for specific teams or projects. For example, a development environment could contain separate spaces for the web team and mobile team. This structure keeps development work neatly separated and manageable. You are ready to make your selection. You now understand environment types. This means you know SAP BTP offers different technical setups for specific needs, like running apps or managing data. For example, the Cloud Foundry environment hosts custom applications while the ABAP environment handles advanced business logic. This knowledge empowers you to select the right environment confidently. You can navigate the BTP cockpit. This means you know how to move around the web interface to access services and tools. For example, a developer might use it to find and start the SAP HANA Cloud service for a new project. With this skill, you are equipped to manage and explore BTP resources confidently. You know when to use each environment. This means you can select the right BTP environment based on your specific project needs, like using Cloud Foundry for custom microservices or the ABAP environment for extending SAP solutions. For instance, choose Kyma for complex event-driven extensions requiring Kubernetes. This knowledge ensures you deploy applications effectively. Great job learning these important concepts. This means you now grasp how SAP BTP provides cloud services to build and extend applications. For example, a company can quickly develop a custom analytics app using BTP instead of building from scratch. With this foundation, you are well prepared to make informed decisions about using SAP BTP.